Good afternoon, folks. Kelvin Hagen here. Blessed with getting to, what the heck happened here? On. I just lost it. I don't even know if I'm on. Let me see. Ha, I am. Okay, cool. Kelvin Hagen here, filling in for Nargis. She spoke to her earlier, and she said she had obligations to be somewhere and would not be able to be done with what she had to do in time to be here to do this. So she asked if I could, and I told her absolutely that I would be happy to. It would be my joy to fill in. So here I am, and I was looking through my book here, the one I'm doing in my book club right now, and I wasn't going to do any reading, and then I saw this one page, and I went, Abundant Living. Abundant Living. Abundant Living, that sounds good. So I'm going to do that, because Abundant Living has to do with virtually everything, because it doesn't matter what we're talking about, whether we're talking about love, peace, prosperity, joy, whatever we're talking about abundance in life, in all things. Hello, Alon. And hello, Kaylee. Now, what I'm going to do real quick, though, is I'm going to go look up this on my phone, and I'm going to share this video, this meditation time in the stillness, onto my page as well. As simple as that. I'm done. I can put my phone away. So, abundant living. I want you to wrap your head around that a little bit. There's an abundance of everything on this planet. Is that okay, Deborah? There's an abundance of love, an abundance of oxygen, an abundance of water, an abundance of air, an abundance of so many things that we just take for granted every day. We have an abundance of things. And where does abundance in our lives start? Hello, Marvin. Where does abundance start? It starts with a thought. If we'd like to have something in our life, first thing we do is we think of it. We think about it. We often imagine ourselves with it. Well, these are actions that we take towards a world we're looking to create. Hi, Sally. So, abundant living. That's on page 123, I believe it is. Nope, 125 in my book, Living Without Fear, which is the book I'm reading in my book club. We meet on Thursday nights. We're meeting again this Thursday at 6:30. You can see the link on my page, Kelvin Hagen, here on Facebook. It's pinned to the top of the page. But abundant living. Abundant living. See, here's the thing is, so many times we use the laws of, spiritual laws of abundance, the spiritual laws of manifestation, the spiritual laws of attraction, and attract the things we don't really want, because that's where we put our focus on it. How much time do we spend in the week afraid of what we don't have, or afraid of what might come that would hurt us and hurt the world and these things? How much time do we spend focusing and putting all our energy in those things? Because I'll tell you right now, there is an abundance of the things you don't want in your life. There is an absolute abundance of lack, if that's where your mindset is. But if your mindset is on knowing that lifing ahead of you, creating and providing all you need, even if you don't know you need it. Abundance. Abundance of love. Abundance of peace. Abundance of beauty. Abundance of joy. Abundance of money. abundance of health. You name it. And we can swim in the abundant waters of its existence, or we can drown in the abundant negatives, drown in the abundant lack. I choose to know that the universe is always providing for me, loves me. So I'm going to read a little bit of this where it says abundant living. Read this a long time ago. I haven't read it lately. It's coming up in one of the chapters in my book club. Abundant Living, chapter 17. And you know what? Before I even read that, I'm just going to take a moment here, and I'm going to take 3 good solid breaths just to bring me back to right here, right now. Okay? Ready? Oh, that feels so good. Abundant living. The theory that we have the ability to change objective conditions through the creative power of our imagination rests upon the belief that behind the solid fact there is an intelligence, a formless energy, and a law whose nature is to manifest as form. This theory, coupled with the belief that our minds, our thoughts, are directly related to the infinite guiding and directing intelligence, is the principle involved in the control of conditions through the creative power of our own mental action. Experiences in the endeavor to prove this theory justify our acceptance of it. Whether or not we have been as successful as we would like to be in consciously directing our affairs through the creative power of thought, we may still rest assured that any apparent failure may be ascribed to insufficient knowledge of this principle rather than to its unwillingness to operate for us. We should no longer ask ourselves whether or not there is such a principle, but this: to what extent have we gained the ability to use it? The known laws of physical science will prove of little avail in this matter. Theological speculations are useless, and philosophic discussions bear but little fruit. We are facing the problem directly as individuals. Do we or do we not believe? If we do not have a sufficient faith, how shall we acquire one? Each man should be the master of his own mental household, although but few are. And he that ruleth his spirit is better than he that taketh a city. The problem is one of real belief. If we can sense the fluidic nature of all that has solid form, that energy becomes tangible according to a pattern, and that the solid form is an effect and not a cause. We shall at once know that in order to demonstrate, we must more or less disregard the form and look at the presence, spiritual reality, mind, in which originate the thought or ideas for patterns of all that has form. We are too liable to be awed by the form and to stop at our point of contact with the tangible object. We go so far and no further, refusing to look beyond to that which created it. The laws of abundance are always operating, whether we are operating them through our conscious thought or through our subconscious thought. Most of what we do through our subconscious thought. Most of the time that we're praying from our subconscious thought. Because make no mistake, if you're thinking it and feeling it, you are praying for it. So living without fear creates a world with less fear. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Fear is like the darkness. Turn on the light and the darkness disappears. So let's go out there and be the abundance of health. Let's be the abundance of joy. Let's be the abundance of love. Let's be the abundance of prosperity. Let's be the abundance of peace. Let's not just be it for a few minutes every day while we're actively praying or consciously meditating. Let's make it a meditation and a prayer 24/7 that we live in, thus creating a world abundant with these things. So now let's go into a little bit of a time in the stillness, a little bit of time for us to allow the universe access to our thoughts and feelings. We'll start with 3 full, simple breaths in an easy peasy threesy. Ready? Now, as I settle into this time in the stillness and allow my thoughts to be of abundance, right now in this world with so many people trying to get us to fear, I choose to live in an abundance of love. I choose to be an abundance of love. I choose to be an abundance of peace. I choose, therefore I am. thoughts drift, I come back to right now, back to my breath, back to the abundance of air that I get to breathe. I am the abundance of peace. As we come to this end of this conscious time here in the stillness, as we emerge back into the place we've always been, knowing that we can choose to step back into the now whenever we want to. There is always a new beginning, a new abundant moment, a new beginning. Life is lifing, people. Love is loving. Peace is peacing. And abundance is everywhere as everything. I am grateful for all of this. Knowing that all of this is one thing, this is life, and the only thing happening is what I am, it's what you are, it is what we are. We are life, and right here, right now. We get to create the world we want to live in. We create it through our thoughts, our words, and our deeds. For all of these are prayers for what we have and will get more of. So today, I walk through life being the love, being the peace, being the abundance of everything, everywhere. Life is good. Amen. Abundance, people. Abundant choices, abundant thoughts, abundant actions, abundant words. Thank you, Marvin. Hey, Bruisha. Dorothy, thank you. Life is good, Sally, yes. Namaste. Okay. Thank you for sharing the peace. Thank you for sharing the peace with me. Lisa, yes, amen. I am love. I am peace abundantly. Scott, yes. Yes. I'll go over these few comments in here. I love you all. You can find me here on Facebook. I'm Kelwin Hagan. If you want to call for just personal prayer or just to talk. If you want to join me at my book club, it's going to be on Thursday nights. And I do have a class coming up. We're starting on Saturday mornings on the 14th. That's going to be on this thing called Life. Go ahead and message me about that if you're interested. I'll tell you all about it. And I love you. And also, please, tune into AgapeLive.com. So much going on. And it's wonderful. There's so many things you can get involved with. So many things that can serve you. And so many ways you can serve you. Hello, Autumn. Life is abundant. I am abundant, and so it is. You're welcome. I got tree pieces falling on my head. Tree pieces falling on my head. Yeah, right. Okay. So, Keisha, you're welcome. Nice to see you here. Lynette, namaste. Kay. And so it is. I let it go. Good to be, and so it is. It is good to be, isn't it? To be or not to be? To be or not to be conscious. Because we are always creating. Let's create what we want to see in the world. All right. I'm going to go off and get moving on the rest of my day. I love you. Peace.